Welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. On today's show, my special guest that I have, he's a singer, songwriter, and frontman of the Las Vegas rock band Crashing Wayward. Welcome, Peter Summit. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Joshua.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Man, this is such a blessing even just to have you here.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Oh,
You dragged
yeah.
me out of my house, so I appreciate it.
At least you got out to,
Yeah.
to have this incredible interview, yes.
Yeah.
But I want to say thank you so much for what you are doing to be a light to other artists, to other musicians. Your music really just stands out so much that I'm inspired as a musician as well.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad it's hitting you. It's resonating
yeah.
with somebody because that's kind of why we're doing it, you know?
Oh, that's awesome.
So.
Yeah. Well, I want to say before we jump into Crashing Wayward, we want to get to know Peter Summit. So what's the foundation of where it all started for you, brother? So of the start of the desire of wanting to sing and pursue that journey. So when did it all start for you?
Singing or music has always been a part of my life. My father, he was born in the Bronx, so he was kind of growing up and into the doo-wop and a lot of soul, and he would talk to me and about stories being at the Apollo and seeing like James
Really?
Brown.
Oh, wow, James
yeah,
Brown.
Stevie Wonder and stuff like that. So
all the greats.
yeah, but it went beyond that, and then it was the Beatles, and then the Stones, and then because of that, I really kind of there was wonderment there, and I was very young when MTV, launched and changed the scope of music, So I remember seeing a band by the name of Duran Duran on there.
Oh my God, dude, I love Duran.
Those are the best looking guys I've ever seen in my life. How can I be that cool?
Wow.
And I was just like young, but it was just like the music was great.
Yep.
They were just androgynous in the cool way. And then you go back and it's like, you kind of do your research and it's like David Bowie and Roxy music and Psychedelic Furs. That's where I kind of was cutting my teeth.
Wow.
And then my brother, my older brother,
Okay.
we shared a room, and he would always play records at night. And his room was just like the typical teenage, room with the Cure posters, the Smiths, New Order, Sex Gang Children. Like he was in that early kind of like goth kind of stuff into kind of like the dark wave.
That's cool.
But he just dropped the needle one night on the Cult Electric album.
Oh. Okay.
And that opening riff of Wildflower just was like,
Whoa.
that has always stuck with me.
Wow.
So.
And what was it about it that stuck with you?
It was something about that riff, and it was just kind of like pure rock and roll. It was just like, it was kind of like if you ever watch a movie and you know how the back falls out, it's kind of the depth of field.
Oh, yeah.
So the person's coming forward, but the depth of field is going back.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like that moment for me.
Oh, shoot.
When
All right.
I can't explain it.
Yeah.
It was ear candy to me. I don't know what it was about it, but then, I see the album and I see 4 amazingly cool guys in leather and denim and necklaces, and it was just like, this is what I want to do.
That's cool.
So after high school, high school drama. I always wanted to be on stage and perform. I really wanted to get into kind of doing skits and stuff like that. So my dream at that moment in high school was, I want to go on Saturday Night Live or in Living Color or something. Yeah. And I remember auditioning for a show, and it was a singing audition.
Oh.
And this is the first time I ever got on stage and performed in front of anybody, and I froze.
You froze?
I froze.
Oh, man.
It was like alfalfa with the frog, It was just like that. And,
dude.
I said I would never sing again, ever.
Man. How old were you when that happened?
I 17.
Oh, wow. Okay.
17, yeah. So I said I would never sing in front of anybody ever again. And then, life goes on. I hit 21. I discovered alcohol and karaoke bars, and that changed.
And that changed, huh?
I moved to Florida to go live with my dad to kind of just get a new kind of like
New chapter, new
new
start.
chapter in my life.
Oh,
And I
nice.
thought
Okay.
that would have been, awesome. And, South Florida, he was in Miami,
Oh,
Fort
cool.
Lauderdale area between the two.
Yeah.
And I lasted 2 weeks. 'Cause
2 weeks?
I was driving around,
Yeah.
and Buck Cherry's album, their single at the time, Buck Cherry, Lit Up, came on the radio.
Oh,
And I was like, I'm moving back to California and I'm starting a band.
wow.
And that was it.
That was it.
So yeah, fast forward, here I am, some bands later, a period of time where I took off to raise my kids, but it came back to it, and it was always there.
Wow.
The drive, the dream,
The desire.
the desire, it was always there to
Amazing,
perform
dude.
and just to
Wow.
sing. And I've always wanted to do original music,
That's good too.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I always felt like I had something to say, something to share.
Yeah.
And yeah, so here we are.
And here you are. I got to say too, I think a lot of people can relate to this. And thank you again for sharing that chapter 1 of
Yeah.
Peter
Chapter
Summit,
1.
man. Yeah. It's the fact that what's meant for you will find you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even at that point at 17, when you're on stage at high school and you wanted just to say, you even told yourself, I'm not going to do this ever again. It still found you later on in life.
Yeah.
Because it was meant for you.
It was.
At a time when you were going to be able to accept it and then use that for a chapter of your life. You may not have been ready at that time at 17, but later on, it was going to come back because now look where you're at.
Right.
It's incredible, dude.
And the funny thing about that is, it been a different trajectory from me,
Yeah.
or a different path, and I nailed it on that musical, and I either went on to a theater, SNL
True.
type life, or I started a band. At that time, I was heavily into soul. Like
Oh,
my
wow.
favorite groups were like Jodeci
Oh, wow.
and Troop, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
At that time, which still are, I still love all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it would have been a different landscape for me.
Wow.
And I think it's just one of those things where, like you said, in time,
Yeah.
the right thing will happen how it's supposed to,
Right.
and when
The opportunities open, the
opportunities
doors.
open.
Yeah,
And
man.
for me, it's been rock and roll. I've always loved performing rock and roll.
Yeah, dude.
I love the Jodeci, the Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
the Bobby Browns, the New Editions, the Duran Duran,
Yes, man.
the
yeah.
U2,
Brian Ferry
Brian
from Roxy
Ferry
Music. Yeah,
from Roxy
dude.
Music.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I
Legends.
mean, dude,
yeah.
I put on more than this every once a week on my turntable.
Ah, that's so cool, dude.
Dude, it's just yeah.
That's awesome. And I love that. Well, one thing I also want to say is when you start a new chapter, especially with Crashing Wayward, and you're in that discovering yourself, there's also those uncertainties, the fear, right? What are people going to think? Oh, we have this new idea for this band. How's it going to go? What's your thoughts on that? How do you overcome that of uncertainty when you were starting of just like, well, what are people going to think?
Right.
The fear of the unknown, but of course, there's always the naysayers. You'll get half of the great support, and then you'll have some people that are like, eh.
Yeah.
How do you get through that?
Well, if we really only care about what others are going to think, then we're not going to put out our authentic selves.
Yeah.
And we're only going to try to, get approval from others.
Right.
So for me, and I think for my band, because we're kind of just met, like everybody's from a different, has different backgrounds, and they're inspired by different things,
Wow.
which got us together.
Yeah.
And but it was just like we got in the room, we started writing, and it is what it is.
That's cool.
We still do not write anything in a way that's going to, what are other people going to think? Do I like it? If I like it, possibly somebody else will like it.
Yeah.
Dave, does he like it? If he likes it, somebody else is going to like
Yeah.
it, And all we can do now is just kind of like create what we love and what inspires us.
Wow.
In hopes that that's going to speak to others.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, but with that being said, it's hard, man,
I
because
bet.
just this morning I was saying to my wife, should I post this reel Is this good enough? Do you think anybody will like it? You catch yourself because we're trained every day to pick up our phones first thing in the morning.
Very true.
And see what's happening.
Right.
You know, and what are people liking? I got to remove myself from that. Like I wear what I wear because I like it.
Because you like it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm wearing suits. I'm wearing leather on stage.
Yeah.
You know, if I wear shorts and flip flops, it's probably because I'm gonna.
Because you like it, yeah.
You know? So
that's right, man.
Don't count on it. But
I'd be interested to see at a Crashing Wayward, maybe in Cali at the beach.
Yeah.
For a show.
Yeah. That's very important.
Yeah.
And it's
is.
I have to remain authentic to myself, and I check myself on that every day.
Do you?
Yeah,
Wow.
you got to because you can. You know, again, picking up the phones and looking at what everybody else is doing, and like, oh man, there's so many likes on that, or that went viral, and
right.
but that is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to just like, you know, I want to create some kind of like mystery, kind of take it back to the old days when, you know, bands would put out an album.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see them for 3 years after they already ran that album
true.
cycle.
That's very true.
And then they'd come out and they'd look totally different.
Oh.
Case point, The Cult. The Colts, their Love album, to Electric, to Sonic Temple.
Wow.
3 different looks.
Wow.
And each time they came out, I was like, oh, what's next? What
Yeah.
they look like this now?
Wow.
You know, I want to kind of try to create that the best way we can through social media.
Yeah.
And I just want to kind of put out the stuff that, you know, I want people to see us and be able to connect to us and relate to us. But I also want to give them like, you know, a true, genuine, authentic Crashing Wayward experience.
Oh,
what
yeah,
we
dude.
think is cool, you know.
Yeah.
And again, if we like it, then hopefully other people do.
I totally agree. Well said, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I want to say real quick before we move on is I totally agree on that. Like the legendary musicians like David Bowie and Brian Ferry and all that, I really would look at their timeline, and yes, and the way they would bring certain music out at certain time periods, they had a different look.
Right.
And then when they brought that album out, it took time to bring a masterpiece. When you listen to it, you're like, oh, they took time in the studio with this, making sure every instrument was on point, that it wasn't just some hurry up album just to get out. And when you hear it, it was quality.
Yeah.
And that's what, it was very great quality.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man. So
yeah, like the back again with the Bowie from going from, you know, the Spiders from Mars, the whole Ziggy Stardust.
Black Tie, White Noise.
Yeah. And then going from that to Young Americans.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't have, like nowadays it's like, we don't see that enough right now because everybody's just like, I better get this post out or I better get the single out.
Right.
And I get that because it's like people's attention spans, it's no longer Andy Warhol's 15 minutes. It's like not even 15 seconds.
Oh, dude, it's like next.
Yeah, if you look at your insights, it's like how long are people actually watching this?
Yeah.
It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
We were just in the studio for 6 months writing, recording, mixing, mastering,
Wow.
shooting this video, and people were watching it for how long?
Wow.
You know, that's kind of like, that's what it's the chase right now.
That is.
And we're all kind of, it feels like we're all chasing the same thing, but going back, regardless of all that, you got to create something that makes you happy and makes you proud. So that 20 years from now, you can show your kids, you can show your friends, and they go, damn,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I totally agree. Yeah. Like, whoa, dude. What a timeline. Yeah. Well, speaking of new music, you have your new single from the band, Going Blind, which I thought incredible, man. Especially when I saw you guys live for the first time, and then you guys played that song before it was even released. I was already caught on to that song. I was like, oh, I can't wait for the song to come out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So how's it going so far with the new single?
It's going good.
Yeah.
This is our 3rd one with Golden Robots.
Oh, okay.
So each one has just been kind of getting a lot of attention, a lot of love. So we're kind of seeing that more plays. The single prior to that, Bullet for a Heart, has gone to radio. So that's getting some good play right now. It's charting on the secondary modern rock charts at that. So that's kind of like ticking up. So fingers crossed that it keeps going up.
Yeah.
But Going Blind, the newest one, it's going great. The video was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of fun to make.
Great video.
Yeah.
Where was it shot?
That was shot here in Las Vegas, secret location. The producer, director of the video just like basically more or less blindfolded us.
Oh, wow.
And then had us hike to this like
area. Huh?
Yeah, it seemed like it was like super alien, you know.
Dang, like
So-
near Area 51. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I've noticed other people have shot in that area, and that's what I was wondering. I was like, I wonder where you guys were filming that, but it's okay
Yeah.
if it's top secret.
Yeah, top secret.
But it was definitely a great video. He did a great job on his cinematography, the look of it. I mean, it seemed very fun for that video.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Very contrasting from the Bullet from the Heart, which was dark in the rain.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Going Blind is getting a lot of love.
That's good.
Yeah, so we're excited to go. We're starting our tour in 2 weeks, and we're excited to get this out and start playing it on this tour as the
Nice.
new single, and we got more to come.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
well, talking about more to come, you have a new album as well coming down the road.
We do, yeah, an EP. So we're gonna have
EP, okay.
a 6-song EP. We have a single coming out in August, and then I believe in August. Yeah,
Okay.
you might misquote me. I believe
It's okay,
August.
yeah. Sometime in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometime in the future. The EP we should be seeing in September. We have something that's in the works right now. I can't really say,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Whoa.
going to be a little bit of a surprise.
Wow,
And
all right.
hopefully, our label is based out of Australia. So,
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
hopefully, we'll be going to see them in their summer, January, February.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be some exciting news in the future
Yeah.
that you're going to share.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so the upcoming shows, what do you say it starts when in August?
No, upcoming shows. This leg of this tour is January 15th.
Oh, it
Yeah, we
is?
started in Ohio.
Okay.
We're playing the Incarceration Festival.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we kind of wrap this around. So we got about 8 shows.
Wow.
We're going to go from Ohio up to Detroit, and then make our way down to Laredo, Texas. So we'll see Dallas, Corpus
Oh,
Christi.
heck yeah,
and-
man.
yeah,
I'm
so-
actually from Texas.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay, cool.
Texas, I still love Texas. so,
Nice.
yeah. If you ever go to Dallas, yeah, definitely great food out there. San Antonio as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, in those
Yeah.
parts. You know, when I listen to your guys' music, this actually, you're definitely familiar with Amberlin.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and I got a feel of that with Crashing Wayward, which is not bad at all. I love Amberlin, and I
Yeah.
know they're coming out here too to Vegas in October, which I can't wait to see. But is there any inspiration of faith that's in the lyrics as well?
It's funny because this morning, I kid you not, I literally woke up to Feel Good Drag in my head singing.
Dude, great song. Oh my God.
So it's so ironic that you
Yeah.
actually bring that up. I love Amberlin.
Yeah.
There's I really like, I forget the name of their second album, but it's kind of like the Rorschach kind of like looking horse.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like Dark and Light.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
I love that album.
That's
There's
a
some
great
really
album.
great anthemic
Yeah.
stuff on there. It was very kind of like on that U2, and I do love U2.
Oh, I love you too, dude.
Yeah, I
Well,
know there's-
not you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 The band guys.
Yeah.
Joke.
But no, I don't. I didn't pull anything inspirationally, lyrically from Amberlin, but they have always been kind of like in that, kind of like subconsciously.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those bands that I feel like we would do well with playing live. you
Oh,
know?
I would think so.
So,
Yeah, I believe so. I think it would be great to see you them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But same for you two as well. I think their lyrics are also inspiring, faith based. And Amberlin, I know Stephen Christian, the lead singer. He's a pastor.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and I was like, and he left the band to pursue that full time.
Right.
So they have forgot his name. But
Yeah.
don't figure it out. We'll figure out his name. But yeah, it's just something that inspires, And I think your guys' music from Crashing Wayward really inspires us on our journey, And that's why I was kind of like, where does that come from? Of that inspiration, songwriting?
Yeah, I think that it's kind of it's my job, whether like sounding at the risk of sounding cliche, the universe gives you the music, right? It's not me. I'm not just sitting there going, I got a great idea. I got some great lyrics. It's like, it's more than that. Like, there's a lot of times I look back and I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Where did that melody come
Wow.
from? Where did those lyrics come from? It's almost like an outer body experience, But I really do hope to write in a way that's going to resonate with people and inspire
And connect.
you know, because I'm really not in it to, I've been there before, and I've been in bands where I've written songs where it's about the party and having a good time, and we all want to have good times.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But a lot of our music, like Going Blind, I feel like it sounds happy. It feels good, and it's going to get people jumping. But if you look at the lyrically, it's writing about like the fear of losing myself.
Wow.
You know, it's written about losing somebody, but it's really, from my perspective and for myself, was I'm on the brink of losing myself.
Wow.
And I'm going
That's
blind
deep.
without myself. So that's where that kind of comes from. But I want people to come to our shows and have a good time.
Yeah.
I want it to be an escape.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you, Peter, for sharing that.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
for the fans to stay updated on Crashing Wayward, what are the links, Instagram, website, and all that?
Yeah, you can find us everywhere at Crashing Wayward on all our socials.
Oh, cool, nice.
Yeah, YouTube, crashingwayward.com.
Okay.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Apple.
Oh,
I mean,
Apple,
all
okay.
that helps.
All that
I
helps
mean, it's
out.
all about the streaming. The more plays we get, the more love we get, the more we get to do what we love to do.
Yeah.
And that's playing and touring, and that's why we're
That's
in it.
awesome.
So.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Of
course.
And also, guys, for my new series, Everything is Possible, I have this show for a reason, to inspire other artists, because if you'd like to share your story on Rhythm and Roads, it will impact those that are starting a new dream, resurrecting an old dream, or on the edge of giving up on a dream. So when I bring on certain artists or people, special guests, just to share their testimony or story, it's to inspire others to keep going and live out their dream, because everything is possible. And that Everything is Possible is inspired by Matthew 19:26, so look that up. But Peter Summit, thank you so much for coming. It's been such a pleasure, brother, for even connecting on other great legends out there with music. Like, I didn't even know you were so fan of a lot of the bands that I like.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. And I want to say thank you to Griffith Rehearsal Studios. Thank you for having us again. And guys, this is Joshua Jacob with Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas. Thank you for watching.